Yo. Reporting live from Uppercuts Barber Club down here on Metropolitan Parkway. This is another episode of Growth Through Your Grind podcast. We talk to people who doing just that, growing through their grind. You know, people fingers still dirty, still getting it out the mud. This interview gonna be a little bit different this time, man. We got my man G right here. G, first question. Who are you?
I'm a barber by trade.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a barber by trade. Who am I? At the moment, I'm trying to create this community activist situation. What I got going on right now. I'm a realist.
Right.
When it comes to what's going on, and barbering kind of leveled me out as far as being a realist because I get to meet people on all different levels. So, it's who am I? Yeah. Man, I got many hats, you know. I got many hats.
Right.
Cause I meet all kind of people. So, you know,
Right.
it's different. It differs from client to client on what I have to do or what I got going on because each person differs even in the haircut, you know. It just same significance in like saying who I am. So man, a therapist, a doctor, a barber.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I don't know. Who am I? Yeah. I mean, I growed into a lot of stuff, but yeah, nah. I feel you. A barber by trade. Yeah, a barber by trade.
Okay.
Real.
This episode, I'm gonna be actually getting the shape up. First time on camera. You know what I mean? But this episode, like I said, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different this time around, man. Y'all gonna enjoy it though. Let my man G touch me up, get me right. So, where do you see your brand, Uppercuts, in the next 5 to 10 years?
Man, believe it or not, been really working on a brand since like 2008. Right?
Been working on the brand since 2008.
Yeah. I got a different story because my story started 2008 just because that's where I began with a new phase in life.
Okay.
2008. That was my starting block in 2008. So in 2008, I first went into dump truck business, and then I went into tow truck business, and I'm not gonna say those businesses failed. I'm gonna say they was a learning curve, you know, trying to learn business.
Okay.
So I did them first, but then I came back to this because it was more so like I'm more independent. I ain't really have to depend on nobody but me.
Right.
So I had the dump truck I had to depend on. I had the tow truck I had to depend on, you know. So but this right here, I came back to this because my journey in the beginning started out with a little barber. It kind of centered around barber where I came from. When you say, you know, who am I? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm a kid from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, that born and raised, that Grady baby. I already know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I'm on, you know, I'm a kid from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? I'm 52 at the time, so I, you know, I got a little journey on me with experiences about happenings in Atlanta. So, but in developing who I am, Atlanta kind of transformed me, you know, into the businessman I am today.
Okay.
But but I had these other businesses, and then I came back to barbering though, and then I thought barbering was more so like a side hustle. That's what I thought when I first got in. I was like, this is more so of a side hustle situation, you know, like, yeah, I can do this and do something else.
Right.
So in my early days of barbering, I was more so into the side hustle.
Okay.
More than barbering. But then I ran into a group of guys that showed me something different about barbering. You know, shout out to them boys out there on Old National, man. That boy we Trey out there. They gave me a different game on barbering because they showed me how barbering could be charismatic. Like, you got to get involved and really know what's going on in the community, because it's like the church, the school, the barbershop.
Right.
Yeah, true
Right.
life. I mean, if you want to know what's going on, you can go to a barbershop and almost find out what the happenings is.
Everything.
Yeah. So I kind of came in that way, but I was still on some hustling though.
Right.
Kind of early in my career of barbering when I first got out. Especially after the dump truck and the tow truck didn't work for me like I want to work for me. But yeah, barbering kind of send me down and be like, man, you know, it's you against the world now. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else in the game with you and you know, so just meeting people and meeting different kinds of people in Barber kind of changed my whole look about what Barber was. And then being from Atlanta, Georgia, I started doing a lot of homework history. Because before I came in 08, before I got to this journey in 08, I didn't really know what Barber really was.
Right.
So then in my city, I found out that one of the first black millionaires in Atlanta, Georgia was a barber. Yeah, Alonzo Hernan, right? So I'm a kid. We've been in Hernan homes all my life.
Right.
And we ain't never paid no mind to this is this is monumental. Not in that time, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
17, 18, 19, 20, even all the way up to 30 years old. I never really took the black history course of saying Alonzo Hernan was a barber. You know, I ain't say yeah. So it took me just do some homework and find out Alonzo Hernan was a black millionaire. You know, come from Monticello's George Slade child, and then he was a barber though. So then I started kind of taking barbering from a different light at that point.
And the guys on Old Nat basically guided you there?
Well, no, what happened on Old Nat was I had been in a barbershop. I had been in like 1 or 2 barbershops. I started out in like a family-owned barbershop, so we were doing our own thing.
Right.
And then so when I got on the south side on Old National, Russ showed me about customer service. He showed me about integrity, washing and giving the consultation about what you can and can't do, with your grooming, like that. So he kind of gave me that game, and the sternness of what a barber was supposed to be doing.
Right.
And then he showed me from a business aspect because, man, the man was cutting major deals. Man, listen, man, I gave the man a plaque. Shout out to my homeboy Trey, man, on Old National. Real guru in the game, right? I gave him a plaque saying he was a business owner. He was an owner operator of the year, man. Because I seen the man cut so many deals right in front of me behind the barber chair. I'm like 4 chairs down from him. Every time I look up, it's a deal. He got something going on every time. It wasn't 1 or 2 times. He always had something going on as a barber, right? And I was like, and then he told me a story one time. He went to a birthday party, and everybody at the birthday party just dapping him up. Hey man, what's up, man? Hey man. Right. And one of his clients was invited to that party. He told me, he said the client asked him, man, who is you, man? What you got going? Just a barber, man.
Right.
But he know a lot of people just based on,
profession.
Yeah. Shout out to the boy, Atlanta Finest Barbershop, man. That's out there on the south side, man. Them boys, they've been doing their thing, man, going on almost 15 years now. Yeah, I was out there in like 2013, 14, 15. In that era right there with them guys. But I learned a lot behind that and started learning integrity. But that made me dig into what barbering was. You see, so that made me look into Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. My name's GA. I just started looking at it started coming full circle.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I even had the idea about even putting a barbershop in the airport before the barbershop was in the airport, but I couldn't bring it out because I didn't know how to do it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just getting out of the joint, so I'm like, I gotta figure this out. But now it's a barbershop in the airport, though. Yeah, so then I know I was kind of owning something that, thinking about what a barber should do and how a barber can network and be a part of the community at that point. And then, like I say, meeting so many people. I met principals and Winnicott High School. I followed a guy named Tall Boy. Shout out to that boy Tall Boy. I followed him. We shouted him. We did a tour to elementary school. He had a tour he was doing to elementary school on what you call that? Like when you have somebody that come from a job, like career day.
Career day.
So on career day, he would go up to the schools on career day and say what he do. And then he brought us. He let me and one of my other partners shadow him on career day. He always picked the baddest student. I don't know why he always wanted to work. Give me the worst student, that's what he tell the principal. But it turned out to be a good thing, and then we got to share about, being barbers and what barbers do, this, that, and the third. So, yeah, that kind of got me involved with what community was about.
Okay.
Yeah. That had, but the time I did behind the wall, also, it was a community that was in there that I was involved with that actually gave me a chance to evolve to what community life is supposed to be out here. Because I was like, that was small, consider this is big.
Right.
Yeah, and Barber kind of in there centered me around it. Yeah, cats always asking advice, always asking stuff. Yeah, always.
Is that when you first started cutting hair? When you was behind the wall?
That, believe it or not, my homeboy used to cut our hair when we was in high school. but we were always toured around with it.
Right.
You know, we would tour around with it, shape up, tour around, shape up, tour around. But my homeboy kind of like exposed me to Clippers and what Clippers do. I ain't never think this could make money though.
For real?
Never. Man, I was in the street young.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't have to be. I didn't come from a family that was, you know, I can't. I chose to be in the streets because I thought that was, you know, the way of life. I thought that's how life supposed to went.
Right.
I need some money.
Right.
I'm gonna get me some money, take care of my family. We're gonna get up on what's happening. So I'm gonna get out here in these streets a little bit and find out, you know, get me a little money.
Right.
But they called me more headed than they called me anything.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Cause at least with the barbering, you ain't gotta look over your shoulder.
Man, listen, man.
You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Listen, man. The only stigma I hate behind the barber game is that some people get this mixed up as a front for being.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people, you be in the front though, but you out the back though doing something else. But not really. If you're a real barber though. If you're a real barber, you ain't gotta do that. Your other hustle, like even with Alonzo Hernan, he ain't just cut hair. He made the insurance policy. He sold insurance policy to his clients. Yeah, that's what made him a millionaire. Is that he sold the insurance policy, life insurance policy.
And he talking to
Man,
10, 15, 20, sometimes 30 people a day.
You gotta think about this. 1932. A lot of their clients were white. That bought into life insurance because he was light skinned, curly hair, bro. Know how to stick it, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but he was a barber though. So that means he had something that they wanted.
Right.
More or less. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Hernan, get me right.
Yeah.
Go down there and see Hernan.
Yeah, he got you.
He tell all their buddies, you know, they tell all their buddies, yeah, but I can imagine he probably had black clients too, but I imagine he probably had a lot of white clients, because that was mostly, we talking about Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the 1930s. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia in the 1930s. So you got to imagine, you know what I'm saying, what was going on when you're talking about barbering, Alonzo Hernan, and being a millionaire at the same time. That's my focal point with, you know, saying, hey, I'm a barber. What I'm gonna do with the barber game? Am I just gonna cut hair? Am I just, you know? So I try to find out what's my position with with my platform. Like Muhammad Ali had a platform with boxing. Right. Yeah. So then you use the platform for what? For the right reason, so to speak. So I'm like, man, what's my position as a barber? And what do I do? Do I just cut the people hair? Because I mean, in the first part of the game, I wasn't making no money. I thought, but I had a side hustle too. Right. So I did this front side hustle. Right. Yeah, so now I'm trying to figure out how can I make money from this and make a living. Right. Yeah, the brother told me, man, give yourself a raise. But I didn't even know how to do that at the time other than raise my prices. But if I raise my prices, I got to give them a service that they need, right? Right, something different. Right. So now I'm like, okay, I'm thinking Alonzo Hernan, I'm thinking me, but he's not becoming a millionaire off of cutting hair. That's what I'm getting mixed up at. You don't know where the money coming from at the time. You I'm
just
getting
know
mixed
he a
up.
millionaire.
I just know he's a millionaire, but it can't be off cutting hair because I done did the math. The math ain't adding up to be a millionaire off cutting hair. No matter if you charging $100, $1,000, $1 million for a cut. Come on, we just being real. Right. Everyday people ain't doing that. So we talking everyday people. Because he wasn't cutting movie stars hair. Yeah, he was cutting judges. Common man. So then I got to go back in the pound. He was a millionaire. So life insurance. So now the network got to be bigger than just barber. Yeah, you might do something. See, because don't nobody know who up under the cape. Right. You might be that investor up under the cape that lift up the program to another level. Yeah. So that's when I started taking barbering to that level. Like, okay, I see where we at with this. I see how he became rich. It's the network still. That's how he became a millionaire. It had to be off the network. If he didn't have a product, he wasn't selling no beard cream and you know all this innovation that we got now. You know these sponges. He wasn't selling it. You know what I'm saying? They got combs and picks with sponges. He wasn't selling that kind of product. Yeah. Right. I mean, he did libations. You know they had alcohol, but it was all complimentary to the haircut. Man, we're talking about downtown Atlanta. Okay, so you know Woodruff Park downtown Atlanta? Yeah. Where they play chess at? Yeah. It's a building that splits. Says Happy Hookah. It's a building that splits right there that says Happy Hookah. That's the building that he had 25 chairs in. Yeah, it should be the Crystal Palace right downtown Atlanta. The building split like a V like this. Woodruff Park right here, Peachtree Street, the Coca-Cola building. This building right here is the building that Alonzo Hernan had. Yeah, downtown Atlanta.
Okay. So in 5 years, you see yourself being a millionaire?
I see myself, well, in the situation I'm in now, I see myself just being nationwide. If that's a millionaire, then yeah. Because I done found out it's probably easier to manage $1 million than it probably is to make it.
Okay.
You can make $1 million, then you got to hold on to it though. But then it costs to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you buy $1 million home. I know Vander Holyfield had that home down there where Rick Ross is. It's $1 million a year just for the maintenance.
Yeah.
Like the lawn care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, now I don't know if you're $1 millionaire. Yeah, I think I can manage $1 million. I don't know if $1 million. I don't know if $1 million gonna satisfy me. Yeah, I probably could be $1 millionaire off of this, right? But this is how I'm nationwide, and I'm helping people everywhere. We got boxing and barber in my current situation.
Boxing and barber.
Boxing and barber. Like when you interviewed my brother the other week.
Yeah.
I combined with my club. That's why I changed it to a club instead of a shop.
Right.
And said that I can get you fitness, help you get yourself together, and we can groom. Even when we teaming up with this Atlanta Mission, our brother teamed up with the Atlanta Mission through the nonprofit. We do all the grooming through Uppercut. We got a healthcare voucher program.
Haircut voucher program?
Yeah, $20 a cut. Yeah, for a guy to come in and can't afford a haircut. I charge $30, $40 for a haircut.
Right.
Just depends on the service. It can go on. It can range from $30 to $100. Just depends on what you get.
Right.
It can go further than that. Just depends on what you're getting. Right. So, per se, the man that can't afford this, shuns himself to even trying to intervene with this.
Correct.
All right. So then my brother teams up with Atlanta Mission. Shout out to Atlanta Mission, Atlanta Fighter for Life. Teaming up with them and involving us through our haircare program, saying, hey man, how about we train them and we groom them for $20.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat
Come
that.
in here and get an A1 service. The same service I'm gonna give you.
Right.
That normally you would shun yourself not to come in here because I charge so much. You think you can't afford it? I ain't gonna go in that shop right there.
Right.
So I don't want to be that type of barber. I get those barbers, I get it, but I don't want to be that type of barber. I want to be able to serve my community in a different way. Yeah, I want to be able to serve them where they can be like, hey, Mr. GA, hey, old school, or whatever they want to call it, right? You know, they can come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime. I don't care if I'm suited up or if I'm just hanging out. Yeah, they ain't gonna feel like, because I'm that dude, old dude came in here today, he said an old term. He said, hey, Mr. Barber, man. I ain't heard nobody say that in a long time. Yeah, I had his grandson was getting a haircut. Mr. Barber, man, how long you think you gonna be? I said, damn, Mr. Barber, man.
So you started, so it's safe to say that you've been cutting hair for, what, 15 years? Since 2008?
So they again, shout out to Atlanta Finance, man. When I got out there, I thought I was a barber, so I got out there to Atlanta Finance, man. Them guys were shampooing, and they were doing scalp evaluation, alopecia, they were doing skin.
Everything.
Man, the whole nine, man. I ain't even really seen it in that fashion. I knew it was that. I knew it was there, right? But I didn't know you could make it move how bro was making it move, right? He showed me a lot, man. Shout out to them boys out there. They were making it move in a way I was like, wow. But he had been in the high-end barbershops already. I had never been in the high-end. I've been in the hood barbershops. What we call hood. So I've been on the barbershop that where we didn't really get into laying the chair back, really putting the rays on there, really. So, so then he showed me a different perspective of what creativity was, what take care of skincare was. So so there it's like I went to school on a different level. So yeah, being a barber 15 years, cutting hair, but being a real barber 5 years,
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, like a real solid 5, maybe working on 7 years. Now I know the game. Like I know it's a few more things I probably could know, like product wise. There's just a few more gaps in the game. I think I need to pick up on merchandise wise that I think I can pick up on. I got the knowledge, but just need to pick up on it and advance to it. But service wise, man, home them had it. Yeah, they gave me the perspective about, man, this is what it needs to be. If you ain't getting this, you ain't getting your money worth, you know?
Right.
Yeah, learn about pricing, I remember there was a time I ain't even do appointments. Yeah, I like to line all my money up so I can count it. The only thing I felt bad about was the last guy.
Right.
Yeah, he gonna be waiting.
He gonna be waiting all day.
Yeah, he gonna be waiting.
He'll be waiting all day.
And then I found out time is very important. I should have known that because I did times, but you can't get that back, right?
Nah.
Right.
You ain't lying. That time is the most important thing on the planet.
You feel me? You can't get it back twice at all. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, when did you get your own shop?
2020, man, in the pandemic, man, it's crazy, right? Because back in 2013, 14, we was, like I said, we were trying to think about going in the airport. That deal didn't go down, so I was kind of discouraged with the game a little bit. So this brother Ali, Rodman Ali,
Right.
he was on the block with the FOI organization, with the paper.
Right.
And he used to come through the shop and patronize me, and we used to buy the food for him and the paper for him, just patronize one another. And then some guys in the shop, we had a challenge about losing weight. And everybody was going to LA Fitness out on Old Nats.
Right.
And I didn't want to go to LA Fitness because I thought that was what everybody was doing, so I wanted to do something different. So I remember the brother had gave me a flyer. Now this back 2013 now. I ain't even thought about none of this.
Right.
Like this ain't been discussed or nothing, but I want my own shop.
Right.
I just gotta know how to, because my move was trying to make where I was at phase 2 with my plan, because we had so much going on over there. And we had a real brotherhood going on.
Right.
Yeah, it really gave me the game. It gave me the craftsmanship of knowing what this game was. So we had a real organization. Shout out to all them brothers that was over there at Atlanta Founders, man, cutting hair. Skrilla, Eli, that boy Cut the Food, all them boys over there, man.
Cut the food.
Yeah, man. That boy was from Albany, Georgia, man. Listen.
That's a name, man. That's a
Man,
name
listen.
right there.
Hey, Vic, you know Cut the Food, man. That boy cut that hair in it, bro. Cut the Food, cut that. He out there in Arizona, man. Shout out to Cut the Food, man. My boy Skrilla, Mario, you cut too, man. He from Louisiana, man. He cut hair good. But Mario Cut the Food. Oh, that boy. What's our homie name, man? GD, man. Built, bro, man. MLK. We had a homie MLK. Shout out to MLK too, man. He was fresh out the joint too, but homie could cut that hair too. But we had a squad over there, man. Yeah, we had a whole squad. But the craftsmanship of the game was really, transformed at that point. That's why I say cutting hair. Man, maybe working on good 7 years about being a real barber, man. Some of these guys just really just cutting hair. Just getting the money. Getting the money. I ain't mad at getting the money though. You get paid for what you do.
Right.
But I'm talking about the real service in the game and really getting the game on how how the game supposed to go. Man, I don't know if everybody's doing it. I hope everybody's doing it.
It's definitely a difference between getting the haircut and getting the service.
Oh man, I'm telling you. I did a lot of haircutting in my early. That's why I like a full service barbershop, man. I seen some major deals go down, man. It be bigger than a haircut, man. That's why that used to be my slogan. It's bigger than a haircut, bro.
Right. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the shot. When did you get your shot?
So me and bruh, I'm working out and losing weight with these guys, right? So I started working out with Ali, and he was out here at Decatur Boxing. Shout out to Decatur Boxing out there, man. I trained that gym. That's a nice gym out there. But yeah, the brother was out there training, and like I said, he was working the block up here on Old National with the paper and the food. And so what happened is that years go by. Me and the brother still, I'm working out with him, and this, that, and the third, still going to see him. So now it's like 2019. I done left Old National. I'm on the east side cutting hair now in a new spot, and I'm frustrated with the game. Cause I done came from a top shelf.
Yeah.
And I done kind of lowered down, and no shame on my uncle's spot. It wasn't what I wanted in barbering at that time. Right. So I felt myself back hustling.
So you went from the service back to
hustling almost.
Yeah.
Pretty much almost back. I'm right back in the hood. I'm back where I started.
Right.
Almost in 2008.
Right.
I ain't literally. I'm back on Moreland Avenue. Shout out to Moreland Avenue.
Right.
I'm really back because we was on the front street. Now we behind it. And my same people got the movement going. So it was easy for me to just. All right. So me and the guys on Old National, we don't see eye to eye on the movement I'm trying to be on, and that was cool. And then so I moved to that movement, right? And so then I'm thinking the whole time. This it, but this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm moving though. I'm making a shake and doing what we doing. The pandemic about to hit. Crazy is, man, I get locked up right after Thanksgiving. I do 45 days, and it ain't me. They got somebody in Douglas County that had a name just like mine. Same height. Vito online, Vito. Same height, same eye color, same weight, same name. I'm coming from Ali. I just trained with Ali that morning. Swear to God. Me and Ali had a session Sunday morning. I come out of the gym over here in Decatur. I'm going back to the shop. on Moreland. When I come out, the Cater police pulled me over and said, it's a warrant out for my arrest. I said, I don't know, cuss the man out.
Yeah, it ain't me.
Man, you got the wrong guy, man.
Yeah.
You tripping, huh? Yeah, he showed me the scan. I said, it's me. I can't believe it's me.
Right.
Lock me up. I do 45 days, long, short. I get out of them 45 days. About 2 months after that, Ali called me. Now, Ali done it's the pandemic.
Right.
So he ain't at the gym no more like that.
Right.
He done transitioned to the crib. And he just had a baby. He had a new crib. He got a little baby. He got a new baby and all that. And he called me. He said, hey, I had just told him about this building about a year before.
Talking about this building.
I said, man, I found a spot. I think about getting it. Not even including him, though.
Right.
I think about getting it, man. I got one of my partners, man. We think about doing something. Yeah, over here on Metropolitan. This is about a year early. 19.
Right.
He ain't said, he's straight. Man,
Yeah.
Ali got a full, what? I'm telling you, I'm
He
training
good.
with him.
Yeah, he good.
I'm
He
training
good.
with bro. So,
Right.
but he congratulated me, saying, yeah, man, keep moving, motivate me or whatever. The pandemic hit 2 months after I get out of that little situation. They find out it ain't me. I go back to the shop. Ali called me. He said, hey, bro, that spot still open? I was like, you know what? I got the man number in my phone. Shoot, so he called me, see what's going on. I'm just, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he on.
Yeah.
He called me back. He said, you got 1,500. I said, I got 1,500.
Yeah.
It's like June now. It's like June 2020.
Right.
Now, I want my own shop. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I ain't thinking this.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't thinking this at all. Like
This lot of space.
We talk to the guy, I bring Ali over, he bring his family over, they look at it and everything. I almost think he didn't want to do it.
Ali.
Yeah, I'm on because of how I look.
Right.
In the beginning, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It needs
He
some
say,
work.
what?
needs some work.
Man, I show you the pictures, man. You be like, man, what? So I see he hungry though. I see Ali hungry. I want my own shot. He see I'm hungry. Right. Then boom. That's what he said. He said, man, you got 3. He said he want 3,000. You know what I'm saying? You got 15. I got 15. I was like, yeah, I got 15. Yeah, man. Meet me at the bank. He said, meet me at the bank. I said, I'm meet you at the bank. We meet at the bank on Parks. The rest, man, we put that together in about 60 days. Yeah. We still hadn't put together. I got my own thing. You got your own thing. We still hadn't put together like,
Right.
are we gonna put this together? We still haven't formulated that at all. You know what I'm saying? So this is like now gelling together. Like I'm talking about with the hair care voucher program and with the homeless program and all that good stuff. So yeah, how you doing?
You got something to say?
It's gonna be a minute.
Me too.
All right. Yeah, so me and Ali, we linked up after that, and then man, that's been 3 years ago almost now. This year, I think our third year coming up now, June 2020. Yeah, we started 2020. It's 2023 now.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, so my own shop, I didn't dream of it being this. Nah, not really. I just, it just, you know what I'm saying? I'm truly God sent, man.
Right.
Yeah, truly God sent.
And then with this, whose idea was it to name it Uppercuts? Is that a play on words?
So uppercuts should be some easy stuff, right? So in the beginning, I'm You Groom America in the beginning, because me and some homies had put together the hair care. Shout out, that's Cut the Food, my homeboy Skrill. We put this hair care voucher program together. We all sat at the table and came up with the formula. We treated like food stamps.
Right.
We qualify for it, $20 a half per haircut.
Right.
Yeah. So we came up with a whole concept, and so now it's really coming to full circle right now. So we trying to create, right? We trying to be creative. What was the question? Hold on, give me the question again.
Uppercuts, the name.
One of my clients, that's what it is. So one of my clients is a celloist. Shout out to cello, man. So one of my clients is a celloist. He signed up for the program when I first opened it. I'm trying to do membership.
Right.
So he signed up for the program to do the boxing program, right?
Yeah.
And Maria was a trainer at the time, and he had a good uppercut. So he in the cello, he didn't went back though. Oh shit, the training real now.
Right.
Yeah. So he didn't go back. Like, you know, after his month was up, he didn't sign back up again. So they were asking him like, you know, why you didn't sign back up? You had a mean uppercut. That's what Maria say to him, and he say to me, damn man, why you don't name the shop uppercut? I ain't even have no name at the time. This is like a year later though. Yeah, that's how the name came about. But I changed it though. I didn't want to be a shop. I wanted to be a club.
Yeah,
because we got the fitness.
Right.
And then I had to change it to a Z now because I seen it with more places that had uppercuts. Yeah.
That's dope though.
Yeah. That's how the name came about though. Yeah, I didn't even do nothing unique about it. It was somebody else gave me the name.
Yeah, that's how you know that, you know what I mean, that's how you know that that's a real, that it was meant to be.
Right, yeah. That's what I'm saying when I say God sent for real. I say, like, even with the name, man, I swear to God, my client having a nice uppercut and one of the coaches saying that, because I swear I never put uppercut on it. I swear uppercut, because I said uppercut.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's too easy.
Yeah,
and then I seen other places called uppercut, and I didn't want to be called. So then when I seen it, I said, well, I got to get unique with it. I'm going to change it from a shot to a club, and I'm going to change it from an S to a Z. And then that give me ownership of what uppercut box club is.
Right. So, what type of, so with the club, is a monthly membership you said?
Yeah, so the package I try to sell for the barber side is you get 4 workouts and 3 cuts for $150 a month. Right. That's a package I try to sell. It's really like $145 because I think I'm gonna do the first 30 days for $145. But yeah, so I try to give you 4 workouts. They give you that'll give you once a week or however you want to take it, and then you get your 3 haircuts. It's like you get 1 haircut for free according to the pricing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's how I'm trying to get that membership going that way. It's been a little stagnant at the moment because I just got this, like my new barber just got in, man. My man is over there doing his thing, man.
Right.
Yeah. I'm talking about, he's been a true blessing over there. Cause I'm trying to take care of walk-ins, trying to get that started. We got a podcast. We did an appreciation gala. That's what we did during the summer like that. We gave away awards. Uppercut gave away awards to people in the community that don't get recognized. Like Ali, don't nobody really know Ali do what he do.
So,
You feel what I'm saying? Like Maria, she do Parkinson's. A lot of people don't know what she do, you know what I'm saying, for the community, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we gave away awards like that. One brother came, he had a record company down in Alabama, and he do a Christmas wish thing every year. But nobody know he did that, you know what I'm saying? Nobody know he do it. He ain't trying to be known for it, but we were trying to recognize people for it. And so then we came up with a program. But that's what I kind of created. That's the other side of barbering for uppercuts. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, we cut hair, but we do this. Okay, we cut hair, but we cut the amount of mission. You know what I'm saying? We cut our hair as barbers, but we also do this in the community too. Right. So that's the creativity behind the brand I'm trying to create with me and my brother. So now when I use fitness as one of my avenues, I'm trying to help you really groom your life.
yeah.
Totally. Cause brother got a fitness. I ain't bragging because I'm just in here. I took the class too. That's why I come from it. I'm a product of that.
Right.
That's why I rock Bro Brand. They be like, man, you rock Bro Brand more you rock. Nah, I'm a product from that because that's what I came from. I seen it actually work for me.
Right.
50 pounds. Don't get me wrong. I don't be working like, because I work, but I'm saying,
50 pounds?
man, I'm telling you.
That's dope.
And I didn't even do the class though. I was doing personal training.
Yeah.
Me and bro. Me and my homie Vic, we was doing personal training with bro. Yeah, but it worked though. Yeah, I seen it work firsthand. So that's what made me buy into the idea of saying I can make it a club by offering this fitness package.
Right.
Yeah, and then we also, we do things like the YMCA do for real. We out here helping the homeless. We out here helping the shelter folks. You know what I'm saying? We try to help the single moms with the health. We want the single moms to get the health care voucher program because we know 2 sons at $25 a haircut.
Yeah.
That's it's gonna add up, and that's gonna turn into a bill for her. Single mom, it turned to a bill.
Right.
So the healthcare voucher program was sat around at the round table to think about how we could service those that can't really afford our service.
Right.
Yeah, because I want to get paid for what I do.
Right.
But I also want to be able to have people
Give
happy.
back and help.
So it's a catch-22 right there.
Right.
That's even like with me and Ali creating, or with Ali creating a non-profit and getting us involved with it. So what happens is that barbers can't really leave on Fridays and Saturdays to do fundraisers when they really have fundraisers on Fridays and Saturdays.
Correct.
Those are money days in the shop for a barber. So then we, Ali, me and by getting with Ali, and then we create. So we bring the people here. Ali trains them here. We cut them here.
Right.
It makes our facility more so capable of doing what we need to do without having anybody being out of position.
Right. Dang, that's dope, man. So, why are you so gun-ho on the community thing? Like
Man.
something happened where you was like, now, were you in a position at one time where
I mean,
where it made you open your eyes to it?
I mean, coming from a good family, right? I ain't come from a family that we were just famished with. You know, probably, you know, my grandmama and granddad, they did what they could for me, right, as a kid. So I didn't really come from that, but then I came from a neighborhood that was from that, right? So I'm around other kids that's, you know, kind of going through that or so much or so, right? And you get involved. My homie, I go to school with him. I go home over here, but you know, he go home over there. But you know, we go. So then you know, you get involved, just neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood, right? So now, and then you know the story. You know how the story going with this how things go with drugs in our community. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that at the time. Like I know that now.
Yeah, looking back.
Looking back, you know, got caught up, right? But then you know, I'm thinking survival, because that's what mode they had us in, survival mode. So. And coming out of high school, 17, 18, 19, 20, having a kid, I'm thinking, get a job maybe, get this street revenue going, there's a different class of going, you know what I'm saying? Now, did I learn some things? Yeah, I learned a lot of things about life in general, as far as more than maybe somebody that maybe went to school as far as life is concerned.
Right.
Yeah, your book knowledge may be, and but life concern now, because I seen all the vapors of what life can have with chaos, trauma, and in good times.
Ups, downs, and all.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't come from a home where we didn't celebrate, you know, birthdays. You know what I'm saying? I came from a home where they celebrate your birthday, you know. So it wasn't so bad, is what I'm saying. Like some may seem. So I don't have that story about, oh man, you know, my mom was on crack and my uncle. I don't have that story. I got a story about I wanted to be successful. And I was trying to solve that this was the road that was going to get me to that successful lane. Right. Not knowing I could have been a barber the whole time. So to speak, you know what I'm saying? Because if I knew that, I would have, I've been.
Jumped on that from the beginning.
Jesus Christ.
And now old that from the beginning.
Right. Right.
Good.
Right. So, just having that perspective, man, alone, man, just kind of, you know, just knowing where I really come from and what my background really is about, you know, getting involved and being passionate about what the community is. And then, like I say, after being behind the wall, it's a community in there.
Right.
So we were concerned with conditions, health, medical, well-being, all that was concerned. You know what I'm saying? The community I was in there. So I come from family, but then I learned a little bit more about outside of family and what family could be too. Right. Because I'm talking about people I never met in my life. Yeah. You know, we didn't come for some serious stuff. Right. And we got to figure out how we're going to deal with each other. Right. Yeah, so that community alone made me think about what the community out here could do. Not in my mind then, now, yeah. But back then, yeah. So, but when I was talking about all the information that I absorbed all that time, and then I started putting it all together now, it all makes sense now. Oh, man, golly. I ain't even had to go there if you had just told me in the beginning. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, if you had said, you know, God, just told me, you know what I'm saying? Right. I want to know. You had to go through that too. You got to. For it to bring you in. It seemed like you shouldn't have to, but it seemed like you got to in order to mold it. You know what I'm saying? To actually mold it into what it's got to be. Right. Yeah. Especially when you're pressing on. Now, if I had gave up early, you know what I'm saying? Maybe got on drugs and maybe gave up this, but like, man, I'm gonna continue this crime, a life of crime. And maybe so I would have fell prey to what the poison is. I maybe would have fell prey to that. But by me striving, saying I ain't gonna stop, I ain't gonna quit, I ain't gonna quit, I think it kind of changed my perspective about what I was going through and didn't know what I was going through a system that was created that I had no idea it was created. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's some more information. But I'm just saying that, to be caught up in it and know that now how you were caught up in it. you're like, ah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it kind of changed the perspective of things a lot. So.
Are you gonna have another urban appreciation gala?
Yeah, man. Man, we had the Barber Gala and a gala, and I just, man, in trying to be creative in this industry. I mean, sometimes networking with the right people, it's time. A lot of time. Yeah. Like even when we had that, I think it was all time. So now I'm trying to make sure it's the right time because I actually got some more folks in sight, like yourself, that need awards. Because I run into people all the time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got a couple officers because I got one officer, he's a part of the motor brigade for Atlanta Police Department, right? And I want to do an officer friendly night.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where we show appreciation and make people be able to trust law enforcement. Right. In some aspects, we do need law enforcement. In some aspects, sometimes I think they may abuse their authority in some aspects with what they got going on. But I mean, it's like sometimes I mean my life on the line. I don't know how, man. Me personally, yeah. I gotta answer a call and my life on the line. Every time I answer a call, it's a hard fix. It's a hard fix to even sign up for the job.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, it's a hard fix to even sign up for the job. So yeah, shout out to the Atlanta Police Department if you're a cop. But I cut a lot of cops now, so y'all, you know, so in creating these programs and trying to be, because I want to do more of a foundation type situation more than just a barber club. Like, you know, Mr. Hernan had a foundation going on. Right? Yeah, he had a real foundation. You take a razor on it? Yeah, Mr. Hernan had a foundation going on with that being a millionaire too. Man, he left a mansion over there to Morehouse College over there. Yeah, so that made the foundation like no other. When you're talking about you leaving something behind, that's a real legacy, right?
Yeah, that's a real legacy.
What's going on? I had a whole football stadium named after him. I don't know if the projects were so, but they had the projects named after him too. The project turned terrible. Yeah, by the time I got old, the project was terrible. It used to be a good place to live at one time.
That's big though. Yeah. Had that named after you?
Yeah. And what was crazy was that I don't know why they never hyped that up. Like when I was in school, it was hyped up that Lonzo Hernan was the first black millionaire. Not even just being a barber, because I wouldn't have knew that. But I'm just saying being the first black millionaire in Atlanta, Georgia was not hyped up when I was in school. I found this out as an adult. Yeah, that's the sad part about it.
And then on your own.
And on my own. Nobody led me to it. It led me to, you know, true to God. But I'm saying it wasn't led to me in the spirit of, man, no longer hurt like Martin Luther King. Yeah, like Martin Luther King. How you get Martin Luther King. I didn't get it that way. I got it with, I'm a barber and I just so happen to run across the information about barbering because I'm searching the internet. And boom, he popped up. I'm like, who is this? This is how this happened for me. Which is crazy though, you know what I'm saying? In some aspects, it's like, damn, why we wouldn't know that about our black people? About the first black millionaire. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Why wouldn't I know? And I tell folks that, and they be like, I don't know, they didn't say nothing about that when I was in school. I get that a lot when you talk about first black millionaire or black history. Yeah, we don't really get that. Lonzo Hernan was the first. Yeah, I ain't never had that. It's hard to give me a question when I'm charged when I got the radio on.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. You got that razor. Definitely gonna wait.
We get them sharp. We get them sharp though.
So do you ever think of opening up a school where you can teach people how to cut and stuff like that?
From my perspective, a barber, I don't know if you can be taught this. I don't know if cause the schools don't really teach you. And I ain't downplaying no school that's innovative to the game. But I don't think no school teach you this.
Right.
Yeah. I think this is I think this is artistic. You know what I'm saying? You either get it or you don't. Because a lot of people I know got barber licenses, but they don't have a barber craftsmanship as far as creativity. Yeah. Some people do, some people don't. I think it's more so you learn it in the arena.
Okay.
more so. They learn the formalities, I think, in school.
Right.
Like
The basics.
the tradesmanship of what barbering is, or maybe how barbering, where it came, maybe where it came from. I don't even know if they teach you where it came from. I had some guys about the long arm, they be like, nah, that should have been the first thing they told us.
Right.
I thought that should be the first thing.
Teach you the history first, so you
Teach
see
you
how
that.
far it came,
You know what I'm
and then
saying?
it gives you, and then learning from him. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother game.
I don't even know they teach. Home what? They teach about Alonzo Herndon at the school? Yeah, so yeah, they do that. Yeah, that's so yeah, they get that perspective, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. I ain't know if they give that perspective or not, yeah. Because I mean, I didn't get it from school.
Right.
I got it out of my own research. You know?
Right.
Yeah. But I didn't learn the game from school either. I learned the game behind the wall, so I guess they weren't telling nobody. They weren't telling they was trying to keep it from us.
Right.
Right. It was on the job training behind the wall. And I was like, well, let me get this on the job training because I don't know what's gonna happen when I get back home. And it made the time easy too, so you meet so many, you can learn how to cut. Man, I freestyle on so many different heads, learn how to cut so many different heads behind them. Yeah, because I mean, can't nobody say nothing.
Right.
You ain't going to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you got to go up and go to work tomorrow. You getting married in the morning.
So what's the highest? What's the most clients you ever did in the day?
Oh, Atlanta Finest. Shout out Atlanta Finest, man. We used to keep a log. 27? Yeah, 27 heads one day. Yeah, 27 heads one day. That's a whole day. I think we started at 8. Back then, though, that shop I was in, we stayed open to midnight. Back then, yeah. This was like 2012, 11, 12, 13, somewhere up in there.
What time y'all open?
We opened at 8, though. I used to be the first one there, the last one to leave, though. Yeah, I remember one time, I'm tell you what was going on. So, you had to sign your barber name in on the sign-in list. And so, but most people seen GA, they was thinking, maybe you got to put your state right there. So my name's GA. So you would go on the sign-in list and it'd be like GA all the way down the list. Yeah, but I actually did 27 though. Yeah. Somebody probably cut way more than I could next year.
You think so?
27. That probably ain't even a lot on it. I don't even know if that's a lot or not. It may be a lot. That's the most I done did. I done cut 27 though. Yeah, they got some barbers out here, man. They go all day, all night with it, especially when you fresh in the game. You know what I'm saying? But I think the appointment only, because back then I wasn't even doing appointment.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't even that type of barber to take no appointment. When you walk in, I got you next, man. You next.
Yeah.
Yeah, you next, man.
That's how it was.
Yeah, you next. Where you next? So yeah, I was kind of old school with the old school remedy of barbering for what I had going on, more or less.
So what are some of the ups and downs about barbering? About being a barber, the ups and downs.
Well, just working for yourself alone, man, is not having no discipline. Not knowing how to manage your money because you can get money every day. Yeah, it's a COD situation, right? So imagine you getting $200-300 every day. You're getting $200-300 every day, and every day you leave, you always need something.
Yeah.
Every day you need something every day, so you can imagine yourself having money every day, right? And not knowing how to manage it, and it'll change your whole barbering perspective. Because now you'll be fighting an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay ahead. Because I mean, blueprint like me, I done kind of innovated to the blueprint. I don't do it weekly, I do it monthly. I don't want to have to micromanage in that. So I'm trying to change that perspective in the game. It's been weekly for I don't know how long.
Forever.
I don't even know who created that. I never really liked weekly personally.
Why is that?
That's micromanaging my money. I got to give you a portion of anything I made this week. At the end of the week, it's micromanaging my money to me.
What's the average blueprint?
I done seen it as cheap as $75. I've seen it as much as $300. Yeah,
Week?
a week. So you know I got to be clocking if I'm paying $300 a week. But I don't want to have to pay you $300 a week when I can pay you at the end of the month. Because I can take my money and make it innovative.
Right.
That'd be a lot of the problem when I was first got in the game. I'm like, damn, I'm tying up my money with a lot of You know, paying rent. Don't get me wrong, you gotta pay rent. Well, why I can't pay it monthly versus
Right.
weekly?
Right.
A lot of times, I guess barbers don't manage their money right. That's the only reason I came up with I think the concept of paying me every week was even invented. Yeah, because I think barbers they don't know how to manage. They didn't know how to manage their money because you see the money every day. It was almost, I'm telling you, barbering almost like the drug game. It's COD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see a lot of dope dealers becoming barbers.
Yeah.
Because it's COD in the math. It makes sense. I get cash every time I make the move.
Every time I see you.
Every time I make a move, I get cold cash. So in that mindset, you know what I'm saying? I could be like, I could be a barber. Yeah. So, but I mean, my innovative to it was I don't want it to be weekly. I think that's a lot of micromanagement. I think that's the only draw. That's one of the bad things about barbering is the micromanagement. In the salon and barbering game period, hair game period, I think micromanaging is the worst thing because somebody micromanaging, that's a headache, man.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be micromanaged.
Fact. Fact.
The best part is the freedom of it, the people you meet, how far you can take the game anywhere. Now I was watching a YouTube clip where somebody was getting their hair cut in Egypt. The man that had no arms, he was shaving the man with a razor with his feet.
For real?
With his bare feet too. He had no socks on.
He was probably sharp too.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about shaving his whole head bald, the whole nine, with his feet, right? So I'm like, man, you can take this game anywhere in the world. Why wouldn't you if you could cut with your feet, you can do anything. That's magical, right? Right. And we'll get back to that.
Alright. That's crazy. I ain't never
Yeah,
seen
so the
nothing
good
like that.
is, I mean, I can take this game anywhere. If I want to pack it up and wanted to open up somewhere else, I think I can do it. Just with the ingenuity of what I do. I think, marketing and sales and all that, that's an avenue where it just depends, like the Brunner brothers. I think they probably might be some of the most innovative marketing and sales in the game, as far as some of the creative, history of what the game is and product, sales, or service.
They went
Yeah,
crazy.
shout out to the Warner brothers, man, because that's a legacy, right?
Ain't they from Atlanta too?
Yeah, they got one of the buildings, one of the main buildings. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. So, shout out to that. Even that, the last shop I was at, they cousins to the Warner brothers. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that was dope. Even yeah. So, got a lot of history. I personally got a lot of history that I didn't know I had in this game. You know what I'm saying? And getting involved, and then like I say, coming full circle. Just trying to make the game more innovative in my own way. Like Hernan left his legacy. I'm trying to leave my mark. You know what I'm saying? With the barber game. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. I've got a lot of game from a lot of other barbers. I think that's the ingenuity in the game too. Especially when you're on a platform. I like to be in a barbershop where it's 5, 6 barbers.
Right.
The camaraderie is it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially, I was in a shop where it was 8 barbers and let's get cut. So it wasn't even a competition. It was more so like I'm learning. I'm in school. I'm learning. Yeah, man, it was dope, man. So yeah, shout out to them brothers, man, that I came up with in the game, man, that know it. Even in the hood, man, my partner Squirrel, man, he cut at the crib, but he's a dope barber too, man, and it's just an innovative game to where you can take it to almost any level you want to take it to, man. It just depends on where you at, in your craftsmanship. Like, I'm on some community type innovation. So, like I say, what me and Ali doing, what we doing, and the brother, really moving on his movement. I'm just taking my shit and following that same battle with saying, man, we're gonna change Atlanta with what we got going on, barbering and grooming, boxing and grooming, But people need help in all aspects. I still got my idea of high-end barbershop. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm gonna leave that right now in the head, right? Yeah, I still got the idea of high-end barbershops. It's just to the fact that getting this launched off.
Right.
Okay. Getting this launched off is important for me in my career right now. Where I'm at in my career right now, I'd rather be on this end than I would be, real high-end barbershop. Don't get me wrong. I love that part. And I think I got a move that I'm working on actually right now. But yeah, I want to make that like a retirement.
Okay.
Yeah, to expand out and have other shops to do the uppercut effects, get an uppercut effect of showing what community life is really about, showing how we really can help out and get you a good cut too at the same time.
Where do you think the sharpest barbers is from?
That's really hard to say.
Or like what
Cause I seen
cities?
him like, cause I don't even think it's where you from. I think it's, let's do race. Cause like them Latino boys, they be cutting up right, and then the Dominican boys, they be cutting like they be slicing. But then there's some brothers in the hood like New York, some brothers in Florida, some Louisiana brothers I seen cutting. So a lot of brothers in Georgia cutting though that they sleeping on. I'm telling you, they sleeping on this brother right here.
He's sharp.
Yeah, this
I
brother
seen him.
ain't.
I'm watching.
Yeah,
He's
this brother
sharp.
ain't even up and coming. He really right there. He just ain't just bust out on him yet.
Yeah, he's
In
sharp.
my mind, real talk. I mean, I might just be talking because he over here with me, but
I seen.
I just been watching his work though, and I'm like, he kind of humble in his work. He ain't trying to be, he ain't all high, like that with it. But yeah, the man is really nice with the Clippers. But yeah, I think them boys in Cali. All the boys out there in Cali, most of the guys that do all the designs and all them cuts, that ain't really my work, but I love that work because it shows so much, it shows so much creativity in the game with what you can do with some clippers, man. It'd be amazing what you can do with some clippers, bro. I'm like a pencil almost, So they take canvases and make them be extraordinary that way. So I don't know what the best barbers. I don't know. I mean, the brothers, I can't hate on the brothers. I like the Dominican because they be fading. Cause I mimic some of their fades. I look at some of their fade work, but I follow a lot of good brothers out here that cut how good out here, man, and I use their techniques too. So I don't know. They one of my buddies went to Puerto Rico. They had a barber shop with a bar in it, so I don't know. I don't know. They had some good barbers in there.
That's
so
different right there.
yeah, they had that going on. So I don't know what There be some good barbers. You can find a good barber, man. Hey, man, you can find one on the back porch. He might be a maestro on the back porch. Yeah, it's a dude right now somewhere up in an apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? In the back, in the bathroom, he in the business. Hey, I promise you, it's a barber doing it right now as we speak. Yeah, ain't even in the shop nowhere. And they probably say, man, you need to be in the shop, man. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. Who got the? I don't know. That's a good one though. That's a good one. I follow a lot of good barbers. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, I heard Louisiana, Philly.
Yeah, Philly. I mean, cause I shout out to Philly because y'all got them beard guys up there. So you got to really, you know what I'm saying? Your game with the beard got to be on point. Cause them boys ain't playing about them beards in that Philly town, man. I don't know what it is with the beard movement, right? I know it's significant, but I'm just saying, like, you can't mess it up.
It's like 80, I think it's last time I checked, it was like 80, at least 80% of the city of Philadelphia is Muslim.
Oh yeah, I can go for the beard game, man. Totally. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to the Muslims in Philly.
So that's why everybody got beards.
Yeah. They beard game for real. Yeah, they beard game for real. I ain't mad at it though.
That was last time I checked. That was years ago.
Yeah. I ain't mad at their beard game because they be serious. So them barbers up there got to be serious too. Yeah, they taking them beard clients like that. Cause I could have got him Philly, man. He was so serious. I was like, wow, I'm trying to joke around. He ain't even want to talk. I'm trying to show some Southern hospitality. He's like, we can talk when you finish. Yeah, this beard, ain't nothing go wrong.
Got to be right. It was probably all the hair he had on his face.
Yeah, that part.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I think everybody got their level. I got a cousin that cut hair, man. He got a barbershop with the boutique and he sells clothes and shout out to Devonell Studios over there in East Atlanta, man. East Atlanta Village, man. He over there doing his thing with boy John the Barber. He got a new innovative style going on with Barber, man. He got a boutique selling clothes. Yeah, he boutiquing it. He sells a lot of clothes, oils, and he still got a health product that he's selling over there, and he's using barbering, as his platform though, with his clients just a lot of barbers getting innovative with what they got going on. It's bigger than a haircut. I mean, the haircut is important, but that's where it started. That's a lot of the conversation, man. Like, what can I do for you today, sir? And then we go from there. Yeah. I'm about to have a baby. I'm about to get married. Yeah. You go from there. The conversations go right from there. My child graduated from school. Get my son a haircut tomorrow. All that it started happening right at that point. So, yeah, man, shout out to my man over there in East Atlanta for being creative with the game too. My man, Big John the Barber. Yeah, so I like creativity in the game. That's what got me right here. I think more so with me and Ali with trying to be creative with the boxing and barbing. Then, like I said, me and Ali, I was already moving with Ali with what he had going on, because I like what he had going on before we even teamed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I seen the brother move, and I was like, man, he's doing his thing. That just being a member, just
Right.
going to the trainer. I wasn't even involved with the homeless thing that he do at the time, or none of that stuff. That's something he created before me, but I seen all that. I was like, wow, man, I'm on that same tip though, So it was amazing that the brother called me and we got together and put all this together like this, man. It's been working, man. I swear to God sent, man, on God's speed for real.
Mm-hmm.
If I try to take ownership of it, I'd be doing the wrong thing.
Right.
Yeah, true to life.
So we got something called grind time.
Grind time.
Yeah. We ask you a couple questions and you just choose A or B.
Yeah, it is. Say less.
Ready?
Yeah.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
Childhood nickname.
Fat boy.
Favorite city to visit?
Las Vegas.
Club or bar?
Bar.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Cooking or ordering?
Cooking.
Blue cheese or ranch?
Blue cheese, man.
Favorite wing flavor?
Honey hot.
I like honey hot. What's your favorite dish and your favorite dessert?
Lamb chops, man. Yeah, you have to get the spinach going with it. Yeah. I've been on lamb chops heavy lately
I like
too.
lamb chops.
Yeah. I like a lot of other things, but the lamb chops stand out the most. I ain't really a dessert person.
Yeah.
But my homegirl, Akila, man, she a truck driver, man. This lady is magnificent when it comes to restaurants. Creme brulee, man. Yeah, papados, creme brulee, man. You gotta get some creme brulee, right? Yeah. We was at matter of fact, we weren't even at Papados. We was at Two Urban Licks.
I heard that.
Yeah. Creme brulee. Yeah.
I heard that.
Favorite dessert, creme brulee. How about that?
All right. Sleep with or without socks?
Without.
Favorite pair of sneaks of all time?
95 Air Max. Oh, no, hold on. I got one more. Stan Smith, man.
Adidas.
Adidas, man.
Adidas.
Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Boys in the Hood, man.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, what was Will Smith's superpower in that movie he was in? He couldn't control it.
What's that?
I forgot that movie. I want them superpowers he had though. He could do everything.
Okay.
Yeah. But he kept it human.
I can't
too,
think
though.
of what it
Kinda kept
is.
it
I know
human.
what
See,
you're
he wasn't
talking about,
Superman. He wasn't Batman.
Yeah.
He kind of was human a little bit. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember. I forgot
can't
that
think
movie
what it's
though. One of the Will Smith joints.
Hancock.
Hancock. It would be Hancock.
I ain't heard that one yet.
Right. It would be like
I ain't heard
Hancock.
that one yet. Money or respect?
Respect.
Family or friends?
Family.
Would you rather be loved or feared?
Love.
3 words to describe yourself and 3 words to describe your business.
Cool, smooth, laid back.
That's you, right?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, 3 words for your business.
Up and coming, growing, with development.
Mm.
Yeah, we there.
All right.
We there.
Last question. What do you want your legacy to be?
Hey man, that I did my best. Hey, man, I tried everything I could to make it work. I did everything I could to make it work, bro. He did what he had. Hey, everything he could to make it work, man.
Tell them how to get in touch with you.
Hey
Tell 'em how to
man,
get in
TA
touch
the
with
Barber, man. I'm on Instagram, Uppercuts Barber Club. Hey, we got another page, Uppercuts Hall of Fame too, man. That was for the gala, man. We giving shout out to the community that way. Also check out my boy, Fighter for Life, man. That's my love, that's my homeboy. I love my homeboy, man. Fighter for Life over here. Hey, C3, my man. Hey, man, this my man. He's sharp with the game, man. I gotta put him in the game, man. Shout him out with some information, man.
Cuts, man. C3 Cuts on Instagram. Cuts with the other S. It's a Z in there.
Man, y'all check out my man, man. He real dope with them cuts, man. He really putting them cuts all the way down. I'm telling you, ahead of his time, man, with the cut game, man. especially for his age, bro. I'm telling you, man, Holmes is really smooth with the clippers.
Give him the address too.
1897 Metropolitan Parkway, Southwest Atlanta, man. 30315, man. We in the hood, zone 3 for real, man. We right here in the hood, man. We representing the community for real, man. We showing folks that black brothers can work together. I think me and the brother exemplify that at its best. They always say, you know, we can't work together. We've been together. This is our 3rd year. It's coming up on an anniversary. We thinking about throwing a big party for it. So we'll keep y'all posted on all that going on.
All right. Y'all heard it here first, man. Growth of Your Grind podcast. We'll see y'all next week. Boom, hit the button, boom, hit the red button.